Bay Ridge. Welcome to another edition of After Hours. This week and next week, obviously, I'm not preaching. This week, Tony Marsh is, and next week, Bobby. And so After Hours will be a little bit different, but I wanted to start by just thanking Tony. He did a really excellent job this morning in teaching and looking at Jesus as our unexpected Savior. And in this entire series, we're going through and we're looking at things that are very common. That Jesus is the righteous King, that He's the Savior, that He is humble, but at how all of these are somewhat unexpected. And I think this is important because it's easy for us when we face this and we come around to Christmas again and we're going through Advent each year to think, well, this is all the old familiar stuff. I already know this, and that familiarity can almost breed contempt, and if not contempt, at least maybe just a little bit of boredom. It's kind of like, I already know this. But I want to encourage us as we're doing that, as Tony helped us to see today, that we really can be touched and impacted when we consider what these things are. It really is a marvelous story. And as he was teaching, even I thought of the old tagline from the Cornflakes commercial. You may remember, Cornflakes a number of years ago did a marketing campaign that was called Taste It Again for the First Time, or Taste Them Again for the First Time. That cornflakes have been around for a long time, but when's the last time you had them? When's the last time you really, really tried them? And I want to kind of say the same thing to us, that let's not let the familiarity of the gospel story cause us to miss its glory. Let's taste it again for the first time. I encourage you, as we're singing some of these songs, and we had a couple of Christmas carols this morning and then a couple other songs. They were all really excellent. They are rich, but let's enjoy that. I'm playing and listening to a lot of Christmas music right now. Enjoy those old familiar melodies. Rather than letting them be boring, really take the time to enjoy the marvelous music that's around this time of year, both the melodies and also the amazing words. I mean, it's incredible that this time of year, gospel truth is even sung by many who are not Christians, because of these old great Christmas carols. Learn some of them along with the thing. The song we heard from the Advent choir this morning was probably a newer song for most of us, but what rich biblical truths. So let's experience it again for the first time as we're singing and as we're listening to the choir sing. I encourage you, maybe you have traditions at home that you can stir up and do, whether it's putting up a tree or just reading certain things or doing it, to really go back and enjoy those things, to let them point us towards Christ in the gospel. One of the things that I had done in the past and that I just recently redid and found so enjoyable was I reread The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. And part of why I did that, I've been reading some of Lewis's writings regarding writing fiction, but Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe happens in a sense around Christmas time, because one of the key themes in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is the terrible white witch has made it always winter in Narnia, always winter, but never Christmas. And how horrible that would be. And you can tell when Aslan is on the move and the spell is breaking, because Father Christmas comes in, and there is this renewal of the old things of Christmas kind of coming back. And I have to say, I enjoyed reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe more than I have in many, many years of going back and rereading it. So it was just something about that old familiar story that was fresh and new and just really enjoyable. So I encourage you to think through what those things are. Look at them. Anything that would help point you back to this amazing overarching story that, while it is familiar to us, in many ways it ought to shock us because it's so unexpected. What a great story that God has given us, to which all the other stories, all the other songs, everything else points towards this one thing, that Jesus has come and He is the unexpected King. And He's come unexpectedly to give His righteousness to us, to save us, to come in humility, even though He's the King, and that very unexpected nature should cause us to rejoice, to sing and to shout with joy. I hope it's encouraging to you. I hope you'll just take the time this week to enjoy the amazing story that we celebrate at this time every year, that our King has come and he has brought salvation to us. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to us gathering again this coming Sunday when Bobby will be teaching us on Jesus as the unexpected, gentle, and humble King. God bless.